Hello, greetings of peace and love to all. It's Kadira here of Kadira's Creations, Macrame and Boho Knots. I want to take you through a tutorial on basic knots, and this will help you in identifying different knots in macrame that you see, and you could try and work them yourself. And also when you go through other people's tutorials or even my tutorials, you will understand the basic knots and how to use them, and it'll make it easier for you. So please follow, like, let me know how it is in the comment section below for you. And I hope we have some fun together. Going to get started. I already up with my wooden dowel and my clothing rack, and here I have the macrame cords. So what we're going to be doing in this tutorial is lark head knot and square knot. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with lark head knot, and of course lark head knot is what it's one of the starter knots that help you start your piece. So if you're going to be hanging your macrame piece or boho knots piece on a wooden dowel, or if you're going to be making a necklace and using another string, this is kind of how you would start to put your strings on, so that you can actually, or your cord on, so that you can actually go ahead and start working your piece. So I'm putting this string over the wooden dowel, and with the loop you're going to put the ends of the macrame cord in the loop and pull up. Okay, so there you have a lark head knot. You could work it from behind. So the first lark head knot I put it over and behind. You could actually start by going behind and over towards the front, where the loop is in the front, and you pull the string and through, the cord through, and there you have it. So they're both lark head knots, same movement. It's just one is coming, the loop is behind the stick, and the other one, the loop is in front of the stick. So really based on your preference. Okay, so that's how they look. All right. So I am going to go ahead and move on to the square knot, but before I do that, I'm just going to shift this and put it so both lark head knots are the same. Now with the square knot, you are going to be working with 4 cords. You could actually do 3 cords as long as there is something in the middle and you have 2 on the side, because the 2 on the side is what the 2 strands on the side are what's going to be doing the most work in this knot, and the 2 in the middle, the strings in the middle, are pretty much just going to stay there. Okay, so I start with the right side. So the right side we're going to put over the 2 strands in the middle, and the left strand we're going to put it on top. So it kind of looks like a backwards 4, and then this left strand that's hanging down, we're going to cross it behind the 2 in the middle and pull it through the loop on the right, and then we're going to shift it up. Now that's only half of the square knot. For the rest of the square knot, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to start from the left. So the left strand goes over the 2 in the middle, the right strand goes over the left, so now it's a 4, and then this is coming down, and we're going to put the right behind and through the left hoop, and we're pulling it up. Okay, now you can pull it tight and adjust the tension on how you want it. Some people want their knots really tight, some people are okay with them being middle, and in some pieces, I mean, you don't want to put them that tight. So there we go. So that's 1 square knot. We're going to go ahead and make another one. So right over left, right over the middle, left over the right, and behind, and you're essentially just tying a knot around the 2 centers. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to the left, left over the center, right over the left, right behind, and through. There we go. And now you have 2 square knots. So just give you a close-up of that. And that's how that looks. And I'm just going to do a few more. And here we go. So right over, left, and through. Okay, left over, right behind, and through. Going back to the right over, left behind, and through. And there you go. You have a square knot. And this is kind of the basic knots. And I can just do a few more so that you can see also what happens when you're working these strings. You could see now the two, the right and the left, they have been working the most, and therefore the strands end up a lot shorter than the other ones. Okay, so you got to be mindful when you're making your pieces. If you're doing square knots, it's going to actually take up a lot more of your cord. Okay, so there you have it, square knot. Here I'm going to be doing another square knot, but this one you will see when I'm doing it, I'm going to try and just work from one side alone, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so lark head knot. There we go. Hoop over, behind, and pull the strings through, and there we go. Okay, so again, I'm working with 4, and here we're going to have the outside. So I'm going to continue to do the backwards 4 with the right strand over the 2 in the center, the left one over and behind. And I'm going to keep doing that with the right side. So the right over, left through and behind, behind and through. And here we go. What's happening, right? It's kind of twisting. It's no longer like flat in the front. So this one, because I'm knotting it from the same side over and over again, it's actually spiraling. Okay. Back in the day when we were doing GIMP or a plastic cord, this was called the staircase, the winding staircase. So you keep working that, and even though it turns, I'm still grabbing the one that's on the right. And the left is over and behind, and pull up. And I'm going to keep doing a few more just so you can really see how that spiral looks. And it's really pretty. So here we go. There we go. So now you have the spiral square knot. Pretty. So sometimes you could actually make a mistake by when you're doing the regular square knot, you do 2 on the same sides, and you'll see that it kind of shifts and it's a little crooked. Undo it, reset, and continue with the other side, and that will hopefully fix your issue. Anyways, there we go. Lark head knot and square knot and spiral, which is basically the same knot as a square knot, but you keep doing the same thing on the other side. All right, hope you enjoyed. Follow, subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.